So what does a forensic accountant actually do during a fraud investigation? That, I think, is a question I get quite a bit, and especially people that are unfamiliar with what is a forensic accountant in general, what do they do. So really quick backing up, even though I've done some other videos on this, forensic accountants look at your business or your personal life, whatever's happening, and they can quantify the numbers. They can look at the numbers and quantify any losses that you may have experienced. And this can be very helpful if you choose to prosecute, if you wind up going to court for this. A forensic accountant can really dig into those numbers and see what is happening on the back end for you. But that's just a big high level of what forensic accountants do, and you might be wondering, but what more specifically are they doing for me? You know, is it worth the money to hire a forensic accountant? I will say that depends on your case. It depends on your goals, what it is you're trying to do. So forensic accountants will definitely start by looking at all the numbers. They're going to look at bank statements, they're going to look in your accounting software system at your actual financial statements, they're going to look at credit card statements, whatever you have, tax returns. They're going to want to see all the numbers across the board, because forensic accountants are looking for patterns. They're looking for things that are off, things that don't seem right, whether that's things internally in your business. Maybe 2 years ago you had a ton of cash, a ton of profit, and this year you're operating in the red, but your revenue numbers are way better than they were 2 years ago. That might start to raise red flags as to where did all your cash go and why you don't have cash to spend. So they're going to look not only at your data comparatively over the course of a couple of years, but they're also going to go back and look at maybe your business compared to various industries, the industry that you're in. Look at other companies, other data to see, are your ratios similar to what's expected in that industry? Are your numbers similar to what is expected in that industry? And then from there, they're going to make note of any numbers that don't make sense, things that are throwing off red flags for them. That's what a forensic accountant is going to take note of, whether that is in your cash, whether that is in some kind of financial statement ratio, whatever it might be. They'll make note of this looks off, this looks off, this looks off. And from there, they're going to perform all different types of tests. I'm not going to go into detail here about the different kinds of tests that forensic accountants can run, because it really depends on the case. It depends on what you're looking for. It depends on the industry. There's a lot of it depends in there, but know that they're going to be running tests. They're going to be asking a lot of questions probably of you and your staff, just trying to get a good feel for what everybody does. What are their responsibilities? What does everything look like? They also, I mentioned kind of talking to staff, getting to know them a little bit, but interviewing staff if that's necessary to really get to the bottom of who does what, who inputs what, where does the cash go, things along those lines. Once a forensic accountant has kind of done all of that, looked at all the numbers, they've made note of any numbers that don't make a lot of sense, performed various tests to try to find anything else that maybe they missed. Then they interview or talk to staff to get to know what their job duties or job responsibilities are, or their duties. They'll go ahead and create a report for you. So that report, you can do a number of things with that report. That report, if you would like to take it to a lawyer or to law enforcement, you can do that. But that report is really for you highlighting what it is that they did or did not find. And one of the very last pieces a forensic accountant can do is they can testify, whether that is as an expert witness or a summary witness as well, just depending on if they did or did not work on the case as to which one they will be. So forensic accountants really have your back with a lot of things, a very specific niched area that not a lot of other people can jump in and really help with. So that sums up nice quick video today of what forensic accountants actually do during a fraud investigation. And please feel free to like or share or comment down below, and I will see you next time.